What's going on, guys? Listen, I'm going to show you how we're going to help you land your first or your next data related role in as little as 90 days. Data analyst, data engineer, etc. Right? So, my one favor I need to ask of you, please watch the entirety of this video. It's really short. It's only 5 minutes. The reason is because I want you to come prepared on the call. I want you to have done your research. I want you to know who we are, because the biggest concern we get is, hey, I just clicked on an ad. I don't know who you are. I know that's how it works, but this is why we're going to give you all this information. Okay. So my company is going to guarantee you three results. Number one, we're going to help you identify your skills gap. This is an example of a personalized method. Feel free to copy it. But obviously, the point of a personalized plan is that it's personalized to you depending where you are in your career, right? So it's different than if you go to a boot camp, master's, certificate course, right? It's just a one size fits all solution. But what we do is reverse engineer what companies are actually looking for, look at where you're at, and give you the material to fill your gap. By the way, it's the material that we created ourselves. And so, number two, we're going to help you actually apply to those jobs that you're going for. We're going to increase your resume conversion rate. And by the way, we're going to fix your resume a bunch of times, both from a formatting and a skills gap perspective. Okay. And so you're going to be able to work on that personalized plan. That's step number one, while your resume is being worked on throughout the period. Right. And so again, we work with the largest recruiting firms in the world. We know exactly what they're looking for, and we're going to save you hundreds of hours by applying for you. It's half AI, half manual, by the way. And so if you're interested, here's a picture of before and after for one of our clients that went from zero tech background to lead data engineer. And by the way, he's working at that company right now. I just talked to him this morning. He was like, dude, like the senior data engineers are impressed by what I know. And I'm like, yeah, because you learned the best stuff. Even if you have zero tech background, there you go. Feel free to copy it. Feel free to reverse engineer it if you need to. Just pause the video. So, number three, will help you negotiate your final offer. And by the way, this is really important because most people are scared to negotiate. I'm telling you, this 10 minutes of work will make you an extra 15, 30, 50 grand by the end of it. And so again, we stick with you until you get a job. So the question really is, are you going to do the work? Because a lot of people say, hey, what if this doesn't work for me? And I'm like, well, why wouldn't it? It's work for people that come from zero tech background, and we work with you until you get a job. So there's no deadline per se. Now, obviously, we want to get you there as quickly as possible, 3-6 months at max. But the question is, will you do the work? Because if you do, why wouldn't this work, right? There's a shortage of data positions. We'll talk about that later on. But you're probably wondering, okay, wait, who is this guy? Why can I make such a bold promise? Very simple. I don't want to go too much into detail, but I've worked at Amazon, at Lyft, at Facebook, at startups. I've built data infrastructures from scratch. I was even a math and economics double major, showing you that you don't need a comp sci background to do this. I've almost earned $500,000 a year by year 5 in my career. And by the way, I've helped hundreds of students already. And like I said, we partner with the biggest recruiting firms. Our company is called Data Engineer Academy. Go look it up. We have a free account. You can go there and play around with all the tools, material, all that good stuff. But if you need proof, again, pause the video, just look into it. That's my contract for when I worked at Lyft. I was making 350. The stock went up. I almost made $500,000 a year. And so if you want more proof, because I get it. There's a bunch of stuff online. There you go. There's a bunch of first timers that went from making $0 a month to making almost 12 grand a month, which is about 140K, right? And by the way, again, in the next page, you're going to see a bunch of video testimonials. Check them out. This guy went from 100 to 175, works at Amazon. This guy, no job to lead data engineer. Same with this guy. Again, it's very, very possible. The question is, are you going to do the work? And I can keep going. We can meet one of my other favorite clients. His name is Kang. He got an additional 30K in increase just in the negotiation phase. He also went from 0 to 130. This is somebody out of college. Guys. Like 130 is possible, okay, out of college, right? So Sanchit, same thing. He had a problem with his resumes. We were able to fix his resume in 1 hour because he had more of a formatting issue than a skills gap. Again, you might need both. You might need one. All I'm saying is this is another person that benefited just from one part of the service, and we give a bunch of parts in the service. Shakar, same thing. He went from 150 to almost 330. This is because he was dealing with visa issues. But again, he just needed a mindset change, right? More than anything. But again, he used all of our services, referrals, behavioral questions, resume, mock interviews, all that good stuff. So how can we help you? It's very, very simple. Remember, at the end of the day, we work with you until you get a job. So the only way this does not work is if you don't put in the effort. And trust me, we've seen it, right? That's the whole point of coaching programs, personalized training, right? It has to be an effort on both sides. We're not going anywhere. We have a brand and a reputation to keep up. The question is, are you going to do it? So if you've heard enough, book a call below so that you can talk to one of my team members. However, if you still need to hear more, let me tell you a little more about what it is we actually do and why it works. It's very, very simple. Number one, it's clarity, right? It goes back to that personalized plan I just showed you. At the end of the day, that's what most people suffer with, right? Because they're trying to figure it out how to do it on YouTube, Coursera, Reddit, Stack Overflow. But the problem is none of it is actually relevant to getting the job. Let me explain. Think about it. The companies make a decision based on the interview. It could be a 1-hour interview. It could be a 5-hour interview. Yet all of these courses online are just teaching you stuff. It's not teaching you how to actually get the interview, how to present yourself, what to talk about, what kind of technical questions are going to get asked. And so people are wasting 1, 2, 5 years of their life doing wrong things and letting imposter syndrome overwhelm them instead of just getting a shortcut right to getting the job, right? And so that's what we're doing here. And so number two, we have the inside scoop. Again, I'm going to say it again. We send out thousands of resumes every single month. We know what a good resume looks like. We know what a bad one does. We know which channels to hit up. We know the tactics to actually get recruiters' attention. We partner with the biggest recruiting firms in the world to know what it is companies are looking for. Guys, we have this down like a machine. We just need you to come in, do the work, and then boom, go ace those interviews. And we'll be with you every step of the way because, again, we're with you until you get a job. It's not a 3-month program. It's not a 6-month program. We want you to get the job. So again, go look at all the testimonials, go do your research online. I want you to do your due diligence before you hop on this call. Because remember, this is exactly the same stuff that helped all these people right here. And so I'm gonna just keep going. Our offer is very, very simple. We're gonna create your personalized plan. We're gonna fix up your resume, connect you with our referral network. We're gonna get you unlimited mock interviews so that you can be ready for the interview. And we're going to help you negotiate at the end. And again, we're with you until you get a job. So there's really no risk unless you slack off. So book a call below. And I'm really, really excited for you to talk to either me or one of my team members. So cheers.
It's changed my life so much without getting too emotional or anything. It's
something that can't be found anywhere else.
They take care of yourself, of you as a person.
I got an offer from Amazon.
It was honestly the best decision I ever made.
Now I finally broke into tech.
Hey, my name is Earl. Here to give kind of a quick chronicle of my job search. Hopefully it helps someone out and hang in there. But I started applying for jobs. I was a part of the post-COVID layoffs. I was a software engineer and I did a lot of ETL work, and I wanted to move into the data engineering space. So, in my mind, a data engineer was a specialized software engineer. So I spent hours upon hours studying data structures and algorithms before I even began to apply. And once I felt like I had a decent grasp on the data structures and algorithms, I began to shoot out applications and, hope for the best. Well, the best didn't exactly occur yet. I was one day on Facebook and I saw, kind of a question, have you ever wondered if you're studying the right things? And I was definitely wondering that because it was such an intensive study, learning all these complex graph algorithms and everything. And I was like, man, I remember when I was doing my ETL work, this wasn't exactly part of the job. So I investigated the email. I found the email. I found, the webinar or the informational session with Data Engineer Academy. And at the very least, I would recommend that session. I learned so much about the GAP method and how, utilizing your resources and time to study what's actually appropriate. And I was so blown away by that I was like, man, maybe I should get more information from these guys. And I reached out and I asked to continue to work with Data Engineer Academy. And I went to the module and was blown away by how much information was there that would help me to prepare for the gaps that needed to be filled. Long story short, and without getting into many details, it was like the proverbial tip of the iceberg. There was so much more, and it was honestly the best decision I ever made to even go to the informational session. So I'd like to say that, hang in there. First of all, if you're needing, some type of uplifting, then I think a community such as Data Engineer Academy is perfect for you. If you feel like your job search results aren't exactly mirroring your talent, I think the Data Engineering Academy is for you as well. If you feel like you'd just rather not go at it alone, Data Engineering Academy is definitely for you. So I'm starting a role now, and I'm recording this because I remember being in those shoes, and I remember thinking, okay, is this just just like Reddit? Is this something that's going to help? And honestly, even if it was that, then it would have helped. But I promise it's so much more, and I promise that it's changed my life so much. Without getting too emotional or anything, it's something that's really had an impact on me in the time that I've been working with Data Engineer Academy.
Hi, this is a review for the Data Engineering Academy program that's run by Chris and his team. I highly recommend the program to both like people looking to start their career in data engineering and for experienced data engineers alike. I myself, I was coming back, trying to get back into data engineering after a 4-year break, and after a year of about trying without much success, I decided to join Chris's program to kind of identify the gaps and hone my skills. I've enjoyed all their content, and especially I'd like to make a special mention of their like SQL data modeling and system design content that's very relevant, very data engineering focused, very relevant to the data engineering interviews, and it's something that can't be found anywhere else. So I highly recommend this program and would wholeheartedly recommend anybody to join this program. The team is very helpful. They help you fine tune your resume. They provide you with like one-on-one mock interviews and coaching sessions on all aspects of data engineering interviews. And it's something that's I've greatly benefited by them, especially with the recent developments happening in data engineering around cloud-based data platforms. I've found their content to be very helpful and very relevant to the current data engineering process.
Hey, this is Akhil Kata. It's been close to 2 months since I've been impacted by layoffs at my company, and 2 months since I've been working with Data Engineering Academy to help me find a new role in data engineering. And finally, today I got an offer from Amazon for Senior Business Intelligence Engineer role. And the pay and the role is really good. It's just shy of 200K. Uh, and I would like to tell that uh, whatever I practiced on Data Engineering Academy platforms such as uh, how to approach SQL problems, how to do data modeling questions, and even the business behavioral questions. All those things helped a lot in cracking this uh, interview and offer for Amazon. I would definitely suggest Data Engineering Academy for those who are looking for finding new roles in data engineering, and especially for those who don't know where to start or what to do. This is the perfect platform because it's sort of a end-to-end solution where they uh, help you with building skills, building your profile, resume, and also preparing for the interviews. So I had a really great experience with the team members, and I was really shocked that most of them were, responding to my messages even on weekends. So that's something really cool, and I really enjoyed working with Chris and the whole team. And I definitely recommend Data Engineering Academy to anyone who's looking to, you know, build a career or look for a new job in data engineering field. Uh, yeah, good luck. Thanks.
Hey, hello. My name is Roberto. I'm actually wanna record this video because I wanna make a comment about Data Engineering Academy. I've been on this academy for a couple of months already, learning new skills. Um, I've been on the tech industry for more than 15 years now, and I can say that this is a great program, the academy. Um, they they run by the gap, the knowledge gap. So they cover the things that you don't know yet, and they go over it until you understand it. They go by the principles, the things that you need to go into an interview and knock it out. They take care of yourself, of you as a person, not just as a new student that is in the class. They're fantastic. They also cover interviews, which is great. They're coaching you about that. They also coaching you about behavioral questions that usually you get on the interview. So yeah, I just want to take a video and appraise them. So thank you.
I want to thank Chris, Ninad, and the rest of the DE Academy team for helping me land a job as a data engineer for a tech company. My name is Calvin, and I come from a non-tech background. I was a management consultant for the healthcare industry before I got laid off last year. And I've been trying to break into tech for some time, but I wasn't very successful. I couldn't even get a recruiter interview. I was feeling dejected and wondered if I would even be able to break into tech. But this changed when I had a consultation call with Data Engineer Academy, who gave me hope that I could, in fact, break into tech. So when I enrolled, the team gave me some really good guidance and even helped me to revise my entire resume. And we kept iterating and polishing over and over again until I finally got responses. And so what I learned was that I didn't have the right keywords on my resume. I also learned that I just wasn't applying to enough positions. And the constant rejections would actually demotivate me and influence how often I applied. But the team helped me to change that mindset as well. So I finally started getting these interviews, and the DE curriculum and coaching sessions helped me to polish my responses as well. And now I finally broke into tech. So if you're from a non-traditional background looking to break into tech as a data engineer, I highly recommend DE Academy. And if you want to learn more about my journey, feel free to DM me as well.
Hey, Nick here. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience with the D Academy. I came in as someone with no data engineering experience, just, some Python pandas library experience in a data analytics setting, and was really interested in learning more, and talked to Chris to get to know whether this would be a good fit for me. And within the first call, we came up with a personalized plan just for me, catered to exactly where I'm at, to fill in any gaps, to really start applying to data engineering jobs like as quickly as possible. And so what I liked about this program is that it was definitely focused on getting a job. and not like that was the priority, right? Like obviously you're wanting to up your skill set, and I got to do a lot of that, but the primary objective was always like, hey, I'm looking for a new job that gives me fulfilling work. And we didn't lose sight of that. And, after 2.5 months, maybe even less than that, I landed a new role. I've been working here for, maybe a month and a half. It's a really good fit. I actually didn't end up getting a data engineering role, but that was kind of more by my choice based off of as I learned more about data engineering through this program, which all great stuff. Not only does it look great on my resume, but I can speak that language with people on our data org, and they appreciate that from an analyst perspective. But I feel like I also just kind of get more like respect in my role as a data professional, just someone who's well rounded. And I wouldn't have that without the mentors at DE Academy to really kind of show me more about being a data professional. And yeah, I really liked that the approach was a lot more about filling my gaps, and it wasn't some kind of cookie cutter like, hey, here's our curriculum that we give to everyone. Like, it was very personalized. All the mentors were super responsive on Slack. I had a Slack channel where I had as many as 4 people, sometimes helping me out around the clock. Like literally anytime I asked a question, I would usually hear back within a few hours. At most it'd be 24 hours, and that'd be like if it was a weekend or something. Um, and they're all really knowledgeable. Like these are people who really know their stuff in the data engineering realm. And a handful of them are also working full time with a data engineering role. I know Chris is his full time is to be with Data Engineering Academy. Like that's his big thing now. But his resume is really impressive. So like it's a bunch of people who really know what they're doing. And yeah, it was a great program. I really got a lot out of it.